Ryan, another FA Cup round this weekend against Oxford United at home once again. Before we talk a little bit about that, I think we should talk a little bit about the previous match. Obviously, you came away from that one a little bit frustrated despite the result. After a week away from football, have you had time to look at that and draw any other positives from it?
Yeah, to be fair, we watched the game back. Just felt on the day it was a little bit flat. But actually, once we've watched the footage back, some of the things we've been working on in training come out during the game, and actually some of the patterns were very good. I think it was just frustrating. Stoneham done a good job, sat in a low block and frustrated us. But yeah, Gale got the job done, and like you say, there was lots more positives to pull from the game. It was just didn't feel right on the day, but that's football sometimes.
It's been an impressive cup run so far for you. Talk to me about it as a whole going into this match against Oxford, being the biggest test out of the 3 games that you're going to have so far. You must be happy with it overall.
Yeah, obviously we want to go as far as we can in the FA Cup. We've alluded to it previously, every little boy and girl wants to play in the FA Cup and go as far as they can. So we seem to have had a good run in the last few years in this cup competition, and long may that continue. Obviously, Oxford's a different test. We've played them in the league. Hard to draw reflections on that game, since we had Lucy sent off after 20 minutes, so it was a different game. So they've got a new manager in. So we know they're a good side, but we're quite confident going into the game on Sunday that we can get the job done and progress to the 4th round.
Since that match against Oxford, there's been a lot of momentum and a lot of change at the club. As you just said there, you're optimistic and confident about the result. Looking ahead to that match, there's also some other incentives. Talk to me about how great it will be not only to get into the 4th round, but also the financial aspect of it as well, because it's a big one for you.
Yeah, obviously the reward in the FA Cups, you get a good financial reward. Obviously that's been increased over the last month or so. So obviously the incentive of winning the game is you get a bigger pot, and that would help this football club massively for the rest of this season. Obviously we're going to go under the club's umbrella next year, so the more money we can generate and the more money we can put in the pot towards next season gives us a greater chance of pushing up the league next year. So yeah, financial reward's massive, but again, it's the game of football. We just focus on the football rather. It's not my job to worry about finances. I'm here to do a job on the football pitch, and hopefully the players will do that this weekend.
And finally, speaking of players, it's been a few hectic weeks for you, with games being cancelled and some training sessions perhaps being called off because of the weather potentially. What's that been like for you in the lead up to Christmas? How has the performance levels been for the girls coming up to the final few games of the year?
To be fair, I think the girls have applied themselves superbly. I've said it previously. This group's been brilliant from the start of the season to now. They give up 110%. The weather was horrific in training this week. But that doesn't affect the performance levels and the standards they set in training. So we've seen a real consistent growth in performance levels on the pitch over the last 2 or 3 months, and long may that continue. Player availability's got a lot better. I should pretty much have a full team available. I think Jade's back this week, hopefully from her deployment with the Navy. So that would give me a full cohort of players to pick from for the first time this season. So yeah, we got players looking sharp. Ellie scoring goals for fun in front of goal. So yeah, lots to come back. Mia's been away with England, so we'll have a consistent run with Mia being in and around the squad and in the team. So yeah, looking forward to the next few months. It has been a little bit frustrating with the MK game getting called off. It seems like we haven't played a league game for weeks. I think it was the 5th of November. So looking forward to getting back in league action and getting some more points and trying to get up the table. So yeah, a little bit frustrating in terms of games getting called off, but can't be helped. So we'll just focus on the next ones.